Well, hello and welcome back to another video. Today we are doing a house clearance, and it is a house, and it is a really quirky, lovely little house. Like right now we're looking at that fireplace, and that is absolutely amazing. I'm just hoping that the camera gets it as well as what I can get it here. The house, I would call it the Weasley's house, because it is just like the Weasley's house from Harry Potter. There's bits here, bits there, bits everywhere, and it's all higgledy-piggledy, but it's really fantastic. So let's just have a look around. We'll do our normal walk around first, and then we'll go and see what else is about and what's everywhere else. So there's various bits of furniture and ornaments. They'll all be packed up and they'll all go off for auction, they will. And then we come through to here, and this is the quirkiest bit of it all. So we've got lots of little bits of teddies. Somebody clearly loved their teddies. So we've got teddies there, and then we've got teddies all the way up here. These will go off to some collectors somewhere. But this used to be a butcher's shop, an olden day butcher's shop, and it's fantastic. This over here, this isn't a windowsill, this is a slab of marble. This bit here, this is all marble, and they would have laid all of the meat out on there and opened it up to the street. I can't show you outside, unfortunately, because then it would identify where we are, and you know us, we don't like to identify where we are. But anyway, so we go through this doorway. Look at this doorway. It's about 5 foot tall, and I'm 6'3", so I'm walking in my eye levels there. It's not very good at all. So we step down, we come through here, and then we go through this way. That's not for this property, that's for my home property. There's just been the front door activated. So we'll come through here into the kitchen, and I can't even stand up straight in here. But it's incredible, it's amazing. It's a really nice little place. And we'll swing around. Sorry if I'm going too quickly for you, but if you want to stop and pause and look and everything else like that, otherwise we'll be here for hours, because it's so quirky and intricate and marvellous. And down here it's even got a basement. There's a basement down there, like it's all dark and dingy and manky. And then we'll come through and we'll go upstairs. I can't even stand up yet. I can't stand up until I get on the stairs. There we go. Now I can stand up. You see, it's got all these gorgeous beams. So, left behind bits of furniture. And this is a bathroom. Look at the size of that for an ensuite. It's huge. And then we'll come across another bathroom. And then we'll go across and we've got another bedroom, which is dark because there's no light on in here. And then we've got another one up these stairs. Crikey, I'm having to lean down the whole time because the ceilings aren't tall enough. And there we go, lovely nice light bedroom. So the reason for this one is that the owner has gone into a home and the house has to be sold to pay for the care system, because England's care system is totally shot and people have to do things like this, which is highly unfortunate, and we are tasked with clearing it before it sells. We've also got a barn and a shed to do, so let's see what we can see. So that's the shed, we've got to clear that. See how overgrown it is, and then down the end of the garden there's like a barn, and we'll go and clear that as well in a bit. So as always, we will crack on. If we find anything of interest, we will stop and we will let you know, and we will go from there. But yeah, really looking forward to this one. Okay, so we've moved on about an hour or so, and you can see that this room now is pretty much empty. Pretty much everything is gone downstairs. I sound out of breath because I've been going up and down the stairs here. As you can see, we've got to go down one set, and then you turn, and then you go down that other set. And as much as you would like to have two people, one going each way all the time, that banister there doesn't look very safe, and there's not enough room really. This is the only place on the whole run I can actually stand up straight. So let's take a look at the room. You can see we've got foliage growing in from the outside, which is a shame because it's a lovely old building. I'd love to take down the ceiling because this is obviously a fake ceiling. And I'd love to see what's above it, because it's a gorgeous old building, and you can tell just by the door. So it's got the solid wooden doors, from the olden days. But look at this for a lock on your bedroom door. See, imagine having that. That was... That's what, well, I don't know exactly, but I would say that's 1830s, 1840s, something like that. It's very, very old. If you know, leave a comment down below. But yeah, so that's this room done. The bed and the mattress, we'll have the van here tomorrow. We're just doing a pack-up day today. So tomorrow, that'll be loaded up on the van with all of the other rubbish. And that needs to be broken up and got rid of anyway. And if you were wondering, corner cupboard has got the utilities in it. Strange place to have it here upstairs, but I expect here it's an overhead supply. Yes, it is. You can see it on that weird pole. Just out there, there's a weird pole, that one there, and that's electric. So it'll be overhead supply, so that'll be where it comes in. So right, on to the next room. Which way do I go? Left or right, left or right, left or right, left or right? It's going to be the dark room. Dun, dun, dun. So yes, we opted to turn left into the room that was the dark room. That you can now see is actually the light room, because the bulb had gone. That's all it took, just to change the bulb. At some point the window's clearly been broken and boarded up, and then the bulb went, so it was all dark in here. But what you can see, if I step back and I'll explain it to you. So up there's the room where we just were, and you come downstairs past these lovely original beams, and you come into here, and you can see you've got the roof sloping down and what would have been a window. So this looks like being the older part of the cottage, and then the stuff at the front, the butcher's shop and the room above it, that would have been built afterwards. And you can tell it's slightly older by looking at the hinges on these doors, because these doors are original, and indeed the latches. It's like it's got about 20 layers of paint on it, which is all wrong. You shouldn't have that many layers of paint on it. But you can see just how they're simple little things, nothing special, but very, very functional. And you can tell it would have been a house of some standing, because it's got the fireplace up here in a bedroom, which you wouldn't normally get. So anyway, I'm waffling on about the house and all of that sort of stuff. What did we find? I mean, you can see we've got various toys there. There is actually the Ferrari kit there, 126C2, that hasn't been used. So it's all brand new in there. This is a snakeskin purse, very nice. There's a few other bits and pieces. I think that somebody has at long last put Barney the dinosaur out of his misery and made him into some gloves, because they're purple. Very strange, not quite sure what they're from. There is also some fur coats and other bits and pieces here. Now I'm not going to get into the arguments of, well, crikey, that one needs to go, I think. Yes for fur or no for fur. No, that one there's gone. If it starts pulling out, there you go, see it's pulling out. If it starts doing that, it's no good. It needs to go. You can't keep them. But if they're still intact, then they still have a market value to them. I'm not going to get into the for and against arguments to that. You know, they're very old. They've been around a long, long time. So what else did we find? Let's go for this box here. Open it up. So any computer geeks out there will know the Commodore. We didn't find the machine, but we did find the cartridges for the games for it. And you might recognise these cars. They don't look very much, but when you turn them over and you see the magic word written in just down there, they are very early Scalextric cars. Very early indeed. So that's quite good to find. A joystick down there for a Commodore. We did find a... Oh, let's move over the old wooden cuckoo clock. And you can see the Sinclair ZX81. No idea if it still works or not, but there you go. So there's that, and there's a few other bits and pieces, bits and bobs. So now we're going to move... Oh, that's an accordion as well, that is. It's a very good accordion. But anyway, we're going to move on to the next room, and we will show you what we find there. Okay, so we are now at the end of the job. The job is now complete. And again, you can see we're up here in this room that we've been in before, because this is where we're going to start, and then we'll work our way down through the house and just show you a few things. The wardrobe that was there, nice big wardrobe, that obviously had to be broken up, smashed up into pieces, and then carried down the stairs. And down the stairs, and we'll go left into here. So this was a dark room when we done our first walk around. You can see now it's empty. Everything is gone. Bosh, nothing in the cupboards, nothing anywhere. It really does, when you empty out a place like this, it really does bring the property to life, I feel. And it lets you see all of the nooks and crannies and everything else like that. So this is obviously a big bathroom. Obviously when the house was built, this wouldn't have been a bathroom. You got to try to work out what's going on within the house. So everything in there is gone. And it's like in here, this room, it's a little room, but it's a little room and it's got a bathroom just as big as the room. But this again, this wouldn't have been a bathroom, not when the house was built. This would, so this would have been like a bedroom possibly. That's a fake wall, so I don't know. It would have had a strange old layout to it because the original bathroom would have been outside. So let's go downstairs, all the way down, and we'll go through to the kitchen. Well, actually, let's look under the stairs because I haven't checked this since my metal man's been. Yeah, he's cleared all of that out for me, which is marvellous. And then into the kitchen, and oh, it's all echoey because everything is gone. This could be a marvellous kitchen. If you get like a handmade, proper, wooden farmhouse kitchen in here and don't have anybody taller than 6 foot come in, you see like this, but all the way around sort of thing, and have a big range for it somewhere and all of that stuff, that'd be fantastic. But if you look up here, that's the cavity of the house. So it's part of how they built it, how it would have been built many, many years ago. And what I was saying about the bathroom upstairs, and that wouldn't have originally been the bathroom. Of course it wouldn't have been the bathroom, because back in those days, you had the outhouse. If I can open up this door with one hand. Hang on a sec. There we go. Look at that, marvellous, eh? Works every time. So this bit here I didn't show in the original quote. This had the, not the original quote, the start of this video. This had the washing machine here, but that's obviously gone. But the toilet in there, that is probably going to be pretty much something original to the house because, or else it might have been down the end of the garden, who knows? But it wouldn't have been in the bedroom upstairs. They wouldn't have had en-suites back in the 1820s or the 1740s or whenever it was. If we come through here, again it's all echoey. So everything is now gone. There is a leak there that we spotted, and I think it's coming from the sewer system, which is unfortunate. And the camera's going to be useless going down into the basement. Let's give it a go anyway. I'm expecting this to just be nothing but blackness. So yeah, there we go. I don't have my head torch on me just at the minute. That is tucked away somewhere else. And then we come around here. We'll go through to the front room. And you can now see that fireplace. Look at that. Imagine that on a cold January day. Big fire, rip-roaring away in there. And you walk in and, oh, it's going to be fantastic. You will see there is piles of books. There was quite a few books in this property. So what I do is when there's quite a few books, I advertise them up onto like the Facebook marketplace. I just like say, drop a lot of books, free, come and get them, help yourself, ideal for charities and whatever. And I always say there is lots and lots and lots, and people always turn up and say, oh, you've got a lot more than I thought you had, which is what they've done there. Can you see this glass here? It's got sailing ships all over it. It's fantastic. So this would have been the butcher's shop. You can see there's a few more books. And what would have happened, I think, is that the butcher person would have stood behind here and they would have taken their notes out of there, scribbled on their notes, and they would have said money, and you would have paid them the money, and they would have put the money into the old till that I just dropped. And they would have put their money into that. Let's see, is there anything underneath there? Oh, that's good. A modern day 10p piece. There we go. So let's slide that back in and we'll put the coins back into that. Just some modern day coins. So yeah, they would have done that. That's where the money would have been done. And as I said in the earlier bit to the video, this is a big marble slab. This is lovely, this is. And that would have been that. And then you've got all the hooks where everything would have hung up. And they would have hung turkeys and rabbits and hares and legs of lamb and all of that sort of stuff would have all been hung up there, ready to be sold. So yeah, I think it's fantastic. I haven't done anything down in the barn to show on the video, or the outhouse. Again, that shed there basically, which is just that building just there. I haven't done anything there because there was nothing of interest in. We just done it and it was done, and then it's like, yeah, well, we ain't going to film this because it's pretty boring. So anyway, thank you so much for watching this video, and until the next one, I will say bye bye.